Hello, I'm Nigel Hudson. I've come to the Alde Service Centre in the UK to have a fluid change carried out on our caravan and at the same time have a flow unit fitted.
This is Phil Broadbent, Service Manager and Senior Engineer here at Alde UK. Phil's going to be doing the work on our caravan today. Can you tell me, Phil, why it's important to have the fluid changed?
Fluid change is very, very important. It's all about the corrosion inhibitor, and that's it. You know,
Okay.
it's the corrosion inhibitor. It protects all of the inside of the pipework, the boiler, and everything.
Right. And how can we tell which fluid we have in the system?
It's there's two types of fluid that you'll primarily see within the motorhome and caravan industry. It's the blue and the pink. Now, blue is 2 year and the pink is 5 year. We only recommend the G13 and it's which conform to VW standards.
What can you expect at the Alde Service Centre? Whilst your vehicle is manoeuvred into the workshop, you'll receive a warm welcome and will then be led into a reception room with comfortable chairs and work facilities should you need them. You will be kept informed of the progress at all times. This is the flow unit, and what first strikes me is how light it is. When it's full, it holds 3.5 kilos of water, which obviously will add 3.5 kilos to its weight, but empty, it's just so light, so won't really have any effect on the caravan's weight. Each flow unit fitting is unique to that vehicle. Alde have specially designed machines for changing the fluid.
Okay, we're just going to start the fluid change. Here is the header tank. We've already removed the panel that goes around it. I've drained the fluid out of the header tank already, so that we can now remove this. Now we've got to remember which pipes what, because we've got a one-way valve in the system, so it's got to be flushed around the correct way, otherwise you'll be pushing against the one-way valve, which will cause major problems. So we are now ready there for the pump system to go onto the pipes. We're now ready to start flushing it through. So I've got the pump system here. So we've got the flow that pumps the fluid into it, and then this is the return. And this return will go off into the waste. So now we've got all the old glycol out of it, and you can see the nice pinks coming back through, so it's actually magenta with the G13. It's now in circulation. So we are circulating around the whole van at quite a high pressure to make sure there's no air pockets anywhere. We will bleed it quite a few times to make sure it goes back to the end user spot on with no air problems. Okay, final step is to bleed the system and make sure there's no air left whatsoever. You can hear the air coming out.
And now that the glycol is being pumped around the system, we're just checking the pipe work that's been put in around the flow unit to make sure there are no leaks.